Welcome back to Dishing with the Stars, and tonight is the most swankified night in the ballroom because, baby, it's Wicked night, so let's get into it. And our guest judge of the evening was Mr. John M. Chu, the director of Wicked himself, and I was very excited to see his critiques as just a creative director. Starting us off with Scott and Riley doing a contemporary to What Is This Feeling? This really could have been like a breakout dance for him, I feel like, but he still has some problems that he's suffering from. Mainly a lot of those arm movements of him kind of just flailing around. I gave it a 7, and so did all the judges. Next we have Alex and Val doing a jazz to What Is This Feeling? And this was so camp. First, Alex truly embodied Glinda and all of her mannerisms and her movements, and it was really fab. I honestly wish the dance itself had a little more content to it, personally. I gave it a 9, so did all the judges, except John M. Chu, which gave it an 8, which kind of gagged all of us. Next we have Robert and Whitney, and Robert Irwin, the man that you are, please. Killed this dance, it was incredible. I'm doing book choreo, there was great energy and stage presence. There was a few moments where the choreo kind of lulled a little bit for me, but overall gave it a 9, and so did all of the judges. Next we have Whitney and Mark's popular quick step. I think this was very fun, I think they both had a lot of fun. In my opinion, Mark kind of outshone Whitney just a little bit. The choreo was clean, they looked like they had a lot of fun. The choreo was clean, they looked like they had a lot of fun. I gave it a 9, and so did Derek, and everyone else gave it a 10. I'm kind of shocked. I thought it was good. 3 10s worthy, though? I have to disagree. Next up, we have Dylan and Danny doing a rumba to I'm Not That Girl. I thought this was solid. This is one of his better choreo moments. I feel like he was really hitting those movements. I do think he didn't do a whole lot, I feel like, in this dance. I do feel like Danny was doing most of the work, so I did give it an 8, and so did the judges panel. Next, we have Andy and Emma's jazz to One Short Day, and honestly, I'm gonna have to give Andy his 10s. He did the best he's done all season. He was really having fun with it, was actually doing some decent choreo. His timing was a little, off as usual, but, it was kind of good. I gave him a 7. So did all the judges panel, except Derek, who gave him a 6. Next up, we have the Defying Gravity Contemporary with Alan and Elaine, and they killed this so bad. Oh my god, my girl Elaine is finally getting the flowers she deserves after some whack judging last week. Choreo was insane. The fall thing was insane. She's injured. She did that, and the finale was so great. I gave her a 9, and so did all the judges, as she deserves. Jen and Yon gave us a foxtrot to As Long As You're Mine, and honestly, this is Jen's best dance this season. I felt this season that Yon's choreo hasn't been my favorite, but this was actually really solid. I gave it an 8, and so did all the judges. Next, Danielle and Pasha doing an Argentine tango to No Good Deed. I do think this was a better dance overall for Danielle than last week. She really locked in, and there were some really good choreo moments. However, there were still a few moments in there that felt a little lethargic in the choreo, that we were just kind of going through the motions and not really hitting things. I gave it an 8, so imagine my surprise when the judges panel gave it all 9s. You're telling me that's as good as Robert and Whitney? I don't think so. And finally, my winners of the season, Jordan and Ezra, with a rumba to For Good. It was fab. Choreo was fabulous. The way they really locked in with one another was fabulous. Jordan is such a beautiful dancer. Ezra is coming up with such great choreo. I do think there could have been a few moments where they really connected more with For Good because it's such an emotional song, but a rumba doesn't really lend itself to that, so that's hard. I gave her a 9. So did Derek, but everyone else gave her 10s, as she deserves. Tonight's elimination, the tea is my roommates and I low-key did see it coming the way the scoring was going tonight with Scott and Riley, and I'm sad to see them go. But that wraps up another edition of Dishing with the Stars, and let me know, what were your thoughts on Wicked Night?